Hey everybody, Dustin Dale's back here at the Funny Bone Comedy Club, 168th and Dodge, and this weekend you've got a guy who you've seen on Monday nights, CBS. The show is called Kevin Can Wait, and this weekend one of the stars is right here in Omaha at the Funny Bone Comedy Club. Please give it up for Chris Roach. How you doing, Chris?
Man, great, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's your first time in Omaha,
First time in Omaha, and I'm really liking it. People are very nice here, which makes me suspicious.
Yeah, we're known for being Nebraska nice.
Yeah, because, growing up in New York, like, you get off the plane and people are saying hello. I'm like, what did you say? Hello?
Yeah, it's a bit of a different vibe from New York, huh?
Yeah, I can get used to it. Because I'm like considered a nice person, so I steer clear of a lot of people. And coming here and everybody's like so nice. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. People are normal.
I'm very curious. Comedians tour all across the country. I'm sure you guys all talk. Is there a reputation about Omaha? Have you heard anything about Omaha clubs?
Just the steaks, really.
Okay.
And Mutual of Omaha, Animal Kingdom. That's what I know about Omaha. I mean, everybody knows the Midwest, which we are in the Midwest, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That the people are much nicer. And I always heard about it, but this is my first time. See, before Kevin Can Wait, I was pretty much just performing on the East Coast, like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania. And then I got the show, and I've been doing these. I got an agent, and a comedy agent, and he's been sending me like to Ohio and Florida, Texas, and now I'm in Nebraska, and it's like, wow, some people are nice. Not everybody wants to harm you.
That's true. Yeah, we're talking about Kevin Can Wait. Yeah. That's a show. It's gotten picked up a lot of steam lately. And Kevin James, he used to be on King of Queens. It's now his new sitcom. King of Queens, of course, was huge for him. Now he's working on Kevin Can Wait. Big cast. How did you end up getting on Kevin Can Wait?
I was actually performing at a comedy club on a Wednesday. It was 30 people in the audience, and it was right by where I live on Long Island. And Kevin is also from Long Island, and he stopped in on a Wednesday. And I'm getting ready to go on stage. I'm looking at my notes, and in my peripheral vision, I see somebody walk in, and it's Kevin James and Rock Rubin, the producer of King of Queens. And I was like, oh my God, just stay calm. And I did my 10 minutes, and I didn't find out until later on after I auditioned for the part, but I found out it was at those 10 minutes that he said, this is the guy, and that was surreal. It still is incredible. A friend of mine said I'm in denial that people recognize me now. Like I don't know. I just feel like the same person. And sometimes, this one woman, it was right after they aired this Christmas episode where it was featuring my family. I have 7 kids on the show. And I'm in CVS, and this one woman sees me and she screams, oh my God! What are you doing here? I'm like, I'm picking up my anxiety medication. What are you doing? You're freaking me out, man. You're freaking me out. And but I like it. I like when people, sometimes kids recognize me. That's always cute. And it feels good. Just like when you do stand-up comedy, sometimes people come up to you after the show and they say things like, you have no idea how much I needed to laugh like that. You have no idea what I'm going through. I'm like, it feels good to entertain people and make them happy.
Now, you guys all seem to have a really good rapport on the show. Is that something that just comes natural? Do you guys go off script a lot, or is it pretty tight-knit on the script?
It's, we go off script a little bit, but you know what Kevin did was interesting? Right before we even filmed the first scene, he had us all meet at an off location for lunch. And we had lunch, and we got to meet each other and talk, and then during the first week of filming, we were going out to like karaoke bars, so we bonded quickly. We bonded really quick. And it's that type of atmosphere that he created where it's very relaxed and fun. There's not a lot of stress. I remember the first scene I was in. Everything I've been working for, being as an actor and a comedian, led to this moment where I'm sitting in this living room, getting ready to do this living room scene with Kevin and the other actors, and there's executives from Sony and CBS there for the pilot. Somebody walks by the camera and is staring at me. I look, it's Adam Sandler. I'm like, I need you here right now. And I'm so nervous. And then Kevin delivers his first line and he messes it up and the audience goes hysterical. And when he did that, it was like 200 pounds fell off my back. And sometimes I wonder if he did that on purpose, just to relax all of us. Because we just when he did that, I was like, it's okay to mess up. It's okay to mess up. And that really helped out a lot for me.
Now, on the show, you guys play, I think you guys are still active cops, and he's retired. You're a cop on the show, right?
Oh, we're all retired.
You're all retired. Did you have to do any cop training or anything?
No, actually, my two brothers and my sister and my dad retired NYPD.
Oh, your whole family.
Yeah, and so I knew a lot about cop stuff already. But there wasn't any episodes yet for me that I had to do anything regarding being a police officer, because we're all retired police officers. I heard at first, there was a rumor that at first Kevin wanted the show to be about the things guys do when they retire. Mm-hmm. And I think CBS wanted they have that model, the family, CBS family sitcom. So then they created the family. Kevin's with the family, but he's torn between the family and wanted to do all these things with his friends that they said they were going to do when they retire, like this huge bucket list. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's torn between that, and that's where I come in, when we do things like, go-kart racing or playing football or chopping down his neighbor's tree when they're not home or something, Yeah. It's always something.
Now, did you see yourself getting into acting? Because I know most of your credits started only a few years ago.
Yeah, because I started stand-up about 14 years ago, and I started taking acting classes like 2 or 3 years later, just because I wanted to be a better stand-up comedian, and I felt that acting would help me come out of my shell a little more. But going to these acting classes made me fall in love with acting. And this acting teacher I had, Joanna Bexon, who was she was very highly recommended, especially for comedians. And I started training with her, and she was tough, but she taught me what good acting felt like. Like, there are times it doesn't feel right, and she would stop you and go, I don't believe you. And she was right, because even I didn't believe me. But when it feels right, it feels right, and it's a good feeling. So I started with the stand-up, then I went into the acting, and I've been doing them both like side by side. And this being with Kevin on his show, I feel like this is where everything came together, because in front of a live audience, being a stand-up comedian, that helped me, because when Kevin says something funny, I know, and believe it or not, a lot of actors don't know this, you have to wait for the laughter to die down, and then you deliver your line. And, some people, they would, actors step on each other's laughs, and being a stand-up comedian, it came natural. Like, if I said something funny, I would look at you until I heard the laughter die down, and then I would deliver my line. So you stay in the moment until you're able to deliver. And I learned that through acting.
Now, one of the things that you're working on, you said yourself, you do New York comedy. You're pretty big on the East Coast. In fact, big enough in the local scene on Long Island that you've actually got a roast coming up we were talking about.
They're going to be roasting me. I'm very nervous. I have one thing to say, because my wife's going to be there. I don't know. These roasts can get a little nasty, but they've been wanting to roast me ever since I got the show on Long Island, and because they filmed the show on Long Island, and they've been wanting to roast me, and I've been avoiding it because, I'm not the type of person to talk badly about other people, but there are like comedians that I know that cannot wait to get at each other. They cannot wait to get up there, and they're going to tear each other apart, and I'll just sit there and be like, okay. And at the end, I'll do my rebuttal, and hopefully everybody's friends after that.
Have you been practicing? You got a few of them in the belt already?
I think I got a few. I want to finish with a song that I include all my friends in this song, and I think that'll be fun.
Is there any way that we're going to be able to see this?
Yeah, we'll definitely tape it and put it on YouTube, without a doubt. Without doubt. Of course, it would be funnier if you knew, like, there's a lot of comedians that you may not know. They're like, that's one thing about comedy is, like, I see these comedians that are like so famous, and I know they're okay comedians, and I know comedians that are not that popular at all that could come into a comedy room and rip the roof off. And I want to do a YouTube series, and I'm talking to some people about doing this YouTube series where it would be something like I'm sitting where you are, but I'm interviewing lesser known comedians. Like Chris Roach's unknown comedian search or something, or then people are like, who the hell's Chris Roach? But it's a good way to get my name out there more too. It's happening. Like, people do recognize me, and they're like, hey, are you that guy? But people don't know sometimes. I'm like, hey, they ask me, where do I know what you from? And I'll say, I'm on that show with Kevin James. And like, Kevin James? I'm like, the mall cop guy? Oh, yeah. I'm like, you serious, dude? You don't know who Kevin,
You can catch it on Monday nights. It's in the off season now, but it'll be coming back next fall. You definitely don't want to miss it. It's a big show on CBS on Monday nights. It's called Kevin Can Wait. His name is Chris Roach, and he'll be here all weekend long. Funny Bone Comedy Club, Friday night, Saturday night. Make sure you come out and check him out. Chris, thanks so much for hanging out with me.
Great meeting you. Thank you so much.
Looking forward to those roasts, man.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Thanks.